It's Week 6 of the National Football League. And we've got the Black Knights' sure-handed tight end. He's coming off a nice week. 117 yards in that one.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
Off play action, Ford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for him from a week ago, 7 catches, 57 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Now 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Camp. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Black Knights take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Camp. He's got his target. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Camp. And he's got his man. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Previous play is under review.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On 1st down, Camp. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Camp. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Camp. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Black Knights have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? The one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing on 1st down. Ford.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Oh, nice move. There he goes, right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Ford. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Whitaker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, Ford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
On 1st down, Camp. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A solid chunk there, 15 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down. Camp. He's got it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Black Knights are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again. Ford. He finds his man, complete. That's Whitaker. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He finds his man, complete. It's Whitaker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Camp. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Camp. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Camp. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Ford. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Loose inside the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing to start the drive. Camp. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Black Knights take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now, the Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their...
And my goodness, another interception. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Throwing to start the drive. Camp. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Camp. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Camp. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Black Knights will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now, the Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Whitaker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Ford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Ford. Now they go screen. It's complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And a gain there of 11 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Ford. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Operating from the gun. Ford. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Ford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down, Black Knights.
Hands it off out of the gun. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Orlando, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Honolulu, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.